Hello, welcome to show. Oops, welcome to the Soul Family Show, number 125. Yeah, I got it right. It came out of the mouth. Yeah. And Christian's here.
Hello,
Yay!
everyone. Hey.
Yay! um, and Leon's editing, so Leon won't be here because
Yeah.
he's busy
It's
with
not
its
looking good.
50. What is it? How many words?
58,000 words was the last
That
count I
website
did.
must be chocker. No?
Chock
I think
full.
a lot
And the
a lot of
images, the
people,
amount of images,
a
like,
lot of
oh,
people, a lot of
man.
new people, comers and that use that as well.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're getting people, they're still rolling in. It's 94, 95, so I'll just go ahead and start now.
Mhm.
Shit.
Go.
Oh, I just lost my pillow just fell off onto Ikai. He was
You hit him
wondering
in
what
the
the heck's going
head.
on.
In the clouds, in the clouds, in the clouds, in the clouds,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good video. Nice
Awesome.
tune, nice pictures. Nice tune.
Mhm.
Thank you.
It was really good. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
Hey.
amazing as always.
Thanks,
Mhm.
guys.
How are you,
Thank
Velma?
you, Velma.
Did you get the unmute there? There you go. All right. That's
There
out.
you go.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you,
Yeah, well,
Christian?
thank you.
Good.
Yeah, just
Hi, Velma.
Sorry. What was your name?
Okay, take it away, Velma.
Right, here we are. I've got Tipbit 40 for you with a very posh title. The Molecular Hypothesis of the Cell Domes, also known as the idea of domes as cells. Now, with this tidbit, we're going to go in a slightly different direction. We've looked at the known lands and the other 177 worlds that's described. Along the way, we've encountered different landscapes, civilizations, structures, and purposes. Gradually, we've built a picture of a system far more varied than any single map might suggest. But with Claudio's new book, of course, we're going to have to look at it. His book on the cell domes, it asks us to look at the picture in a slightly different way. So this is the book that we're going to use. Christian says it's very good, so we're going to look at it. Now, we're not going to do the whole thing, only half of it, because with this book, Claudio's kind of summarized a lot of the worlds that he showed us in the previous book, and it's just the second half of it that really looks at the cell domes. Yeah, and before we start, just want to remind you of that. Can you make that out? Yes. Can you make that out? Does it look familiar? Do you remember when Christian showed us this, all the cell domes?
do you
Didn't
know what,
quite get
Velma?
it at the time.
Just quick, Velma. Sorry, I've got to say that because you put it up. Do you know what? See that there? I used to draw
What?
these things. I used to draw these out, yeah, all the time, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I used to draw
Yeah.
this all the time and colour it in different colours, all the little balls and the joints and that. And now, as
Yeah.
the years come on, look, it's
Yeah.
subconscious.
That's
Sorry, Velma. I just
yeah.
made me think you
And
putting that
it's
up then.
and it does say energy down the side.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it properly, but they're all
Speak
kind of
closer.
connected, and it's to do with energy exchange. So what Claudio has done now, he's given Christian lots of backup, and he's given lots of detail, and that's what we're going to look at. So in the book, he's put lots of pictures at the back, pictures of the different worlds, but he hasn't done a wall map yet. He's not done a wall hanging map. So I've done one for him, and it's for sale. Let's see. So that's my wall hanging. And you'll find there's 48 circles there that I drew and coloured in myself. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at. And he's asking us really to ask some different questions. And one of the things he says is, are these domes, all these domes that surround the eight we know so well, are all of these, are they contained? Are they simply separate worlds contained within a much larger realm? Or could some of them be specialized parts of an interconnected structure? I need my flannel because I'm really hot. Each of them performing a different function within something that's far greater. So at the end of the book, he presents this idea. And we're starting with this idea he presents at the end, and then we'll look at some of the worlds, not all of them. So this hypothesis, he calls it, this idea is not something he presents as established fact, but he offers a framework through which we examine this new material. Right, and it changes the question. Instead of looking only at each dome and asking, what is this place? We may also need to begin asking, what does it do and what might it be part of? So we go from worlds to a living architecture. As Claudio examines the cell domes, he notices a recurring pattern. A pattern that all of these domes contain structures which can be described as membranes, nuclei, chambers, passages, specialized regions, interconnected networks. Now, individually, these may appear to be geographical features, but together, Claudio suggests they resemble something else, the organization of an enormous biological system. And this leads him to what he calls the molecular hypothesis of the cell domes. So the idea is not that the domes are literally ordinary biological cells. No. He says their organization and their functions appear to resemble the way specialized components cooperate within a much larger living structure. So different domes may perform different functions. And one of the most interesting parts of Claudio's idea is that the cell domes do not all appear to serve the same purpose. Some seem associated with creation, preservation, memory, biological development, energy transport, regulation, isolation, recycling biological matter, observation, protection, but others appear considerably less benign, involving control, intervention, exploitation, or expansion. So perhaps the differences between the domes are not accidental. Their differences may be precisely what allows the larger system to function. So much as different organs or cells perform different jobs within the body, Claudio suggests that individual cell domes may perform specialized roles within a far greater structure. The domes may not be independent. So this changes something important about the way we look at the maps. Until now, it's easy to imagine one dome, one territory, one civilization, one separate world. But the cell dome material repeatedly shows connections, passages, exchanges, specialized functions, and relationships between regions and domes. So Claudio suggests that the real significance may not lie only in each territory individually, it may lie in the structure they form together. So this is a different way of looking at the map. What we have is a system of extraordinary scale, huge scale. Claudio takes the hypothesis even further. He suggests that this immense network could contain hundreds of domes organized within a single architecture. Each might perform a particular function while exchanging energy, matter, or information through a network connecting the whole thing. And yet Claudio is careful not to reduce this simply to the biology that we already understand. The comparison with cells and molecules is a model for understanding the organization, not necessarily a literal description of what the system is. He suggests we may be looking at something vastly greater than any familiar biological structure. And this produces perhaps the most challenging implication. If Claudio is correct, humanity may inhabit only one functional domain within an immense structure. What we regard as our world may therefore not be the final boundary of the system. It may simply be one accessible region within something whose complete scale we cannot yet see. And even the cell domes themselves may not represent the final level. Claudio leaves open the possibility that one structure may belong to another structure on a still greater scale. It's like world within system, system within structure, and then structure within something greater still. He makes an important distinction before presenting this hypothesis. He does not suggest that every form of consciousness originates within the organic matrix. In his framework, the neshama, the human soul, belongs beyond this molecular network and belongs with the celestial lands. The body, biological memory, and material experience may operate within the organic matrix, while the neshama uses that structure as a temporary means of experiencing physical existence. So, Christian's got more to say, but for now, it establishes an important boundary in Claudio's hypothesis. The proposed organic matrix may contain physical life without necessarily being the origin of consciousness itself. What this means for the new study. As we begin looking at these cell domes, we need to ask different questions, not simply what is this place, but what does it do? How is it organized? What is it connected to? Does it perform a specialized function? And what might its existence tell us about the larger system? Because if Claudio's idea is correct, the cell domes may not simply be 48 strange new worlds for us to explore. They may be our first glimpse of an architecture in which worlds themselves function as parts of something larger. Just going to take a sip. Perhaps the greatest change in understanding comes when we stop looking only at the pieces and begin asking what the pieces create together. A chamber may belong to a dome. A dome may belong to a network. A network may belong to an architecture. And that architecture may itself be only one part of something greater. The map may therefore be showing us more than places. It may be showing us relationships, functions, and a system. Now, the message from Thelon today is entitled The Lanterns in the Valley. There was once a traveller who came upon a valley filled with hundreds of tiny lanterns. From the hilltop, each lantern looked separate. One glowed beside a fire, another stood at the edge of a forest, others shone beside bridges, gardens, towers, and quiet stone paths. The traveller spent many nights visiting them one by one. Each lantern seemed to have its own purpose. Some guided people home, some marked safe crossings, some illuminated places of learning, some warned of danger, some simply kept watch through the night. For a long time, the traveller believed he was studying hundreds of individual lights. Then one evening, he climbed to the highest ridge. From there, he saw something he'd never noticed before. Thin lines of light connected every lantern. The river lantern linked to the bridges linked to the gardens linked to the towers, and together they formed one enormous pattern across the valley. The traveller smiled. He had not been studying separate lights after all. He had been studying one great design, revealed piece by piece. And as he walked home beneath the stars, he wondered how many things in life appear separate only because we have not yet climbed high enough to see how they connect. Perhaps understanding begins when we stop asking only, what is this? And begin asking, what is this part of? That's it. Now, we've got a little bit of nonsense coming here. We've been working hard this week. Monkey's been learning to spell using flashcards. Yes. Show them what you've learnt. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. Love is all that I can give to you. Love was made for me and you. Bye-bye. I told you I had some nonsense coming.
It's fun. Good. It's good, isn't it? It's funny because our Claudio has put out his books. He's done it gradually. He started with the great. Look how I've done it. What I've done all the way through. He started with the known lands, then the Great Dome, and then the other ones outside. Now the mechanism, what operates everything. Yeah. It's so he hasn't dumped in it. He ain't jumped in at the dive end. Yeah. And it's funny because he's always like months behind me. Yeah. Every time I mention something, like you said, that new book, half of it is stuff like what a lot of you've gone through already. But the other half explains so much, like what I've explained, but like he's explained it in a way so like adults, you know, a little bit. Don't forget, I've explained it all so kids can understand. Yeah. You know? But like say, we've got like people like Leon, Claudio, Router, all different people explaining this in different ways, you know. But no, the cell thing, like when I was explaining to you, like, how do you think they became aware of creating a vessel in the first place? Yeah. I mean, how do you think they became aware? Yeah. How those microsuns, what you call souls, how do you think they became aware of, oh yeah, we'll do a vessel, we'll create animals, we'll create. But how do you think they've done that? Yeah. Because they become aware themselves. Right? They like before a vessel, is awareness, is thought. Yeah. And once that mechanism grows and becomes stronger, it becomes more aware. It learns more. Yeah. And as soon as awareness kicks in and thinks, hang on a minute, we need something, you know, what can go out and explore, pick up knowledge, you know, go to different places. They're using exactly the same mechanism, what they've learned from day one, to the mechanism, what we walk around in now, what we call a vessel, a body.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if you read the other half of that book, it will show you and explain to you what each cell does. Some's got lava, some's volcanic, some's plasma, some's crystalline, some's this, some's that, like a mechanism in a watch. Yeah. And if you look at the known lands, the heart of the Great Dome, and all the other worlds, every world contains a little bit of each one of them cells. Yeah? And we're just a shitload of sparks, bolting around on this organic circuit board, what's contained in this cube structure. I'm going to Leon tomorrow next day because I've got a couple of videos to do. I want to do a couple of videos, and one of them will be to explain some of this, because I'm going to ask like this God thing, right? I'm going to draw a diagram and I'm going to show you crystalline membrane, yeah, and how it creates electromagnetic pulses. Those pulses became awareness, yeah. This is when the plasma, the membrane, starts becoming aware. And I'll tell you how it starts to become aware, because it's coded to do that. But I'm going to explain, I'm going to go a bit deeper on it so it makes even more sense. And then I'm going to ask the world, where does God come into this? You know, take the bit of chalk out of my hand and tell me where God and all these other things comes into it.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, and a shitload of kids what's working this out, no, it's us. It was always us from the beginning. It's always been us, no one else. Us. Not just Tara souls, like different groups of souls. What's been seeded elsewhere. Right? If you're an Arcturian, a Nordic, a reptilian, or whatever, right? We're all the same. We're all from the same place. Just some of our consciousness, yeah, in other worlds, other realms, simulations, yeah, is much more advanced than our consciousness what's in here. Yeah. Because don't forget, only a certain part of our essence is trapped in this place. Yeah. Our higher self is out there. Like our higher self is always safe. It's always safe. It can be contained and distorted, but it can't be killed. It can't be wiped out. Yeah. And this is one of the things the parasites can't. It's one of the things what they could never, and they still wouldn't be able to understand apart from us. That's why they need us. Yeah. Because they knows how powerful we are. All of us. They knows how a true soul, how powerful it is. Like I explained to you in early videos. But I'm going to do some more videos. I promise you. Because I'm going to recap on some bits what we went through in the past in early videos. Because there's a lot of new people. And I think, I just think it'd do us pretty well, you know. Especially, like I say, some of this more detail coming through. Listen, there's plenty more, Valma, isn't there? There's loads.
Yeah.
In the other half of that book, I sat there for hours mooching through that last bit of the book, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like, this is what I've tried my best to like, you know." And
well, you can see there's 48 of them. I'm sure we haven't got 48 weeks, Christian, have we?
Nah.
We ain't got.
Well, you know, we just, you know, you don't have to run through all, but there's bits and pieces there, isn't there, Valma? You know,
I'll put them in clusters and get them done.
Yeah, do it in clusters.
There's 48 of them.
Because that is, at the end of the day, look, it's just a big cluster of cells.
Yeah.
With different functions.
Yeah.
What creates and puts everything into concept what we experience now. You know?
I might get to work. Come on.
But the good thing is, like I said to you, because I've been observing, I've been having a little mooch here and there last few days, and I don't care who it is, right? Right? All these people claim, and the glory hunters, you know, the messiahs all turn up. Listen, you can see me there. You can hear me. They've just twisted it. Yeah. I've been on TikTok, I've been on all these things, but I don't normally go and mooch on. And it don't, just because it ain't me sat there, that's me. That information, what's coming out, is for me. Just been changed. But it's good, yeah, because I've succeeded in what I said I was going to do in the beginning. It don't matter if you hate me, or if you like me, if you're sat on the fence, jealous, or competition, or whatever, yeah? Like, anonymous NPCs, like, I was going to get all your attention, and I have, no matter what. I don't care. I knows I have. But for very, very beneficial reasons. It's called, another thing, it's called the art of war. Yeah? Yeah. Like, I haven't made anyone. I've just presented stuff, what's made sense, what you all know already, yeah? And there's nothing what can change that. Nothing can change true reality. Yeah? Nothing. Yeah? And my compassion and dedication and my love, my loyalty to you all. Like, nothing can beat that. Nothing. No. Nothing at all. Even though I have my ups and downs in this world too, you know, of course I do. We're all in here, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But it don't matter what you watch or where you come from. Like some people getting like, it's glitching out, isn't it? The internet's starting to glitch, exactly what we said would happen. It will start to glitch. Yeah. And there's people even people what don't like me, like they're getting the information, they're thinking it's coming from somewhere else. No, it's come from me the last 4.5, 5 years. Yeah. Because like you said, until I started with Linda, even in posts before her, there was no one on the internet who went forward with it. Like, why don't every channeler and every psychic and everyone in Connect, why didn't you all know what I knew? Why have you held your own? Why have you shit on your own kind and not told them everything they needed to know?
Yeah.
Why? You're connected to aliens, ain't you? Or your internet? Why ain't they told you the real what's really going on? Who you are, where you are, who took you, what you created? Yeah. Why ain't they told you all this? Yeah, because you're in these 3D narratives. You're stuck. Yeah. You're stuck with a projected dome and a shitload of nodes up there. What you lot humans have even named all these nodes. Yeah, all those stars, all that technology they've put in the sky, what collaborates with your sun and your moon and the projection, they've named them all. Come on. Like, we haven't even done that. We know what they are. We know what they do. It's a structure. Yeah. It's a very, very advanced structure. Technology creates all sorts of stuff, not just one thing, hundreds of stuff. And it's all crystalline plasma again. Yeah. Like a grid in the earth, but in the sky. Yeah. Like,
So above, so below.
Yeah. But the good thing is, lots of switched on people, they're sharing information properly, doing it properly. We didn't come here to make anyone rich or profit. It's no one's information to profit with. It belongs to every single true soul in this world. It's theirs. No one else's. Yeah. And you're going to see very soon, towards the end, going to see. Because I say, I know we ain't got that bit yet, but we're right on it. And let me tell you, what will be dropped on the world, like at the moment, when you're watching all these videos, like most people, even awake people, are looking at this, it's like entertainment. Like it's some sort of entertainment. Yeah. Waiting for the next video, the next bit of intel, what's wrong. This ain't entertainment, this is real. What's going to happen is real. It's far out what's going to happen. It's very, very real. And I'll tell you now, this is how I know that gods and finance and 3D history and knowledge don't even come into it. Don't even come in it. Don't even touch the sides. Because what you gets dropped on your world, that will be the last thing you lot are thinking of. Because you're going to know straight away that it's nothing that you knew. It's going to be totally different. Even when it comes to the ET thing and that. Yeah. It's going to be totally different to what most of that internet shows you and tells you. Yeah. It's going to be better. It'd be better.
The internet is always ETs are always bad.
Yeah. And there is 4 or 5 of them what runs underground. 5 top right, yeah. But ain't them all. There's loads. There's loads of them inside and out. Yeah. And they're all part of that system there, what Valma's explained to me. Yeah. They've all got their parts in themselves. Yeah. Every certain race has got a communication connection to one of them cells because it was their thought what operated that cell to come in conjunction with the other cells to create what we live in. So it goes deep and it will go deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah. And what it will be, like say, Trump's dropping a load of stuff at the moment, isn't he? Yeah. Trump 2.0, yeah, like with loads of things what he's putting out to you, and you've got to really read between the lines what he's saying. Yeah. Like somebody be going, what's he saying all that for then? What's he saying? No, you've got to listen. Like with the MMR thing, for instance. Yeah. Now, he said, when all 3 of them shots are together, it's been causing chaos, it's been messing kids up, it's been creating autism, but we're not going to do them all together. All right. So we've messed up millions and millions of children, but don't worry. We're just going to give you the shots, but we're going to do them singly. But don't worry. We want you to take the vaccine still. They're just up each one a little bit stronger. Yeah. But all these little things, what he's going on about, with vaccine and all this other, he's telling you, he's showing you before this all goes in a minute. He's showing you, MMR vaccines and other vaccines are a big deal. I told you it's bigger than COVID. They are the link to autism, not just autism, Asperger's, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, not just brain damage, all sorts. They are the link. They've been experimenting with vaccines since World War One. I got it wrong, not World War II. They've been doing it for a long time. It's ET technology. Yeah, diseases, viruses, and things like that. That's all Anunnaki stuff, and they passes it down. Don't forget all them parasites, they mix and share all their technologies because it's all beneficial to keep their asset buzzing here. Yeah? But he's showing you all loads, he's telling you loads. Yeah. And you've got to realise as well, nothing's going on in Iran. No one's talking to each other. Yeah. No one's making peace deals. Nothing like that's happening. Nothing. I told you, the only people left in this world is the world public and who's assisting us from out there, and they're in here with us, But this guy, it goes deep where we go. But I'm going to do a few videos because I said to you, Kev, didn't I, earlier? I said I've got a few diagrams appeared in my head, And I was going to go to Dave, but so look, Leon's not here tonight, is he? He's on the website.
Yep.
He's editing.
How many? Yeah, he's going. You said he's going deep. He's going 50. Well, the last count was 50,000 words.
Don't forget, Leon has been with me more than anyone else. Like, no, you should just boom, chat. Look, there's so much, and Leon will take every word in, but it's remembering at the time when he's typing, and Leon's still remembering stuff what I've told him like a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
because he's seeing something now, or I'm saying something, he go boom, and he does it as he's typing. It goes out, it goes through his head, and it flows out of his hands, doesn't it? Like this.
Yeah, triggers.
It's just like amazing.
He doesn't digress.
Leon's a legend. He's a legend for all of us and me.
Yes,
Like how he's out of me and how he's presented what he's presented, and he's still going.
Yep.
This is his piece de resistance here. This one. This will be all got a job. At least
we've all got a job to do. Yeah, and that's to raise frequency and vibration, the consciousness, and we're doing it very, very well.
Yeah.
And it's that frequency and vibration what's activating all these cells again.
Yeah.
Don't forget, like most of everything out there is liberated. It's just this. No lands to be liberated. When this place is liberated, God my, like the whole system will feel it.
Yeah.
Like I tell you, imagine like a waterfall exploding, just exploding out, and every other cell dome throughout the system will all benefit. They all feel it. Yeah? The Great Awakening ain't just like it's like millions of years old.
Yeah,
it's millions of years old, and the parasite's job was to stop it. Yeah, as long as they stop the Great Awakening process, and they've had a very good run in stopping it up to now. And the only reason why they've succeeded in other time splits, resets, and that, it's because of traitors. Our own, like I've told you, early days all the way through, traitors. People what sells us out at the last minute and things like that. But they all got took first, so they couldn't sell us out. They would. Don't forget, traitors, loyalists are some of the most threat because they're under fear. They're doing anything to save their own skin. And especially to live good in the next reset, what they've been promised. But all that lot was took out first. Like, remember that video what I've done way back at my flat, like, guys, when I said, like, we've won it, you just don't know it yet.
That's right.
When I say it's all over, this is done. path's clear. Yeah, we're just playing it all out for real now. We're playing it out. Yeah, and that's where like that bit when I talk to you about, that's the other bit, the other video I'm going to do. I want to explain about the bad process and our process. What's totally hijacked the whole thing. Yeah, but there's little glitches along it in between. Yeah, imagine a red bar and a blue bar. That blue bar is suffocated the red one, but like there's little niches in it along there, and that's to try and break us through to the end.
Yeah.
And the white hats have purposely left them glitches in as well. Yeah, we've hijacked it, but some of them glitches are hurdles what we've all had to experience, jump, wake our asses up to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're on purpose. Yeah, because I experiences quite a lot of them myself. You know, but again, we got to get over these glitches, haven't we? We got to, like, you know, we can't go off path. Like all what we come through, what we've created, and what we've done the last few years, yeah, especially, is amazing. We've never pulled it off like this before. Especially, don't forget, all the other timelines and all the other resets and that, we've got some type of clue. We got a little bit of that memory, a little bit of like coherence still there, you know? Like we know what's happened before. This time, we didn't know nothing. Yeah, until they started, the White Hats started breaking it down for us and left the gates open, you know, put me up, bang, here we are. Brilliant. And that's what a lot of people out there can't accept. Listen, it was never going to be any of you well known on the internet. Yeah, it was never going to be a face. Yeah, we don't like faces. Yeah, it was never ever going to be a face, and this is what most of you internet have got to get around your head. It was never going to be a face. No one. It was never going to be anyone with recognition. You would have seen. It's the same pattern all the time. Recognition, a face. No. You're going to get someone who will turn up out of the blue, out of nowhere, and you wouldn't see him coming. The same, exactly what happens on every time split and reset. Yeah. And usually they're ready for it. They know when we're coming around, all us lot. Yeah. And they're ready. Yeah. But this time, like, they didn't, the parasites didn't see it coming. Yeah. Exactly how they spring it on other worlds and other races, unexpected, they got the same medicine back. Oh, cheers, mate. What's that? Am I talking too much? She's got me a bowl of ice cream. I thought, hang on, I'm talking too much.
Christian, you can eat your ice cream because we still have to do the meditation.
Mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate. All right.
Mint
Yeah, all right.
chocolate,
And yeah, no,
nice.
listen, I've got
Okay.
plenty up there to say anyway.
Thanks
All
for
right.
the ice
Love you,
cream,
Velma.
Jeff.
Thank you, Velma.
Velma, lovely. Pucker job, Velma.
Paka. You're Paka, Velma. Love you. Love you, Velma.
Yeah, all my street lingo kicking in there.
Thank you, Velma.
All right. Go. I'm going to do the meditation.
Okay.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Christian, you got more to say, or you want to start?
No, I was only going to say, did anyone see that video when it's showing you all these different clips and like everything distorting? It looks like it was sort of like the frequency, it was losing its frequency, vibration, what the Matrix uses. See what the 3D Matrix uses, the frequency and vibration in it, yeah? What creates all our 3D scaffolding and all our everything what I've explained around you and that. Well, I see it's like a compilation of these thingies. And that's what it is. That's, you know, when I explained to you about things glitching and pixelating, yeah. Well, all it is, it's the vibrations glitching, breaking down. The third density vibration. Yeah. That's why at the end, everything, a lot of stuff will disappear. Yeah. And you'll see what it's been cloaking underneath. You know? It's just something what was coming to my head when we just sat there then. I was thinking of like all this stuff, like glitching out, pixeling out and that, yeah? And everyone on the right frequency will see what it's been cloaking, you know? Don't forget, there's not a lot of people here, like, not billions, won't be billions, yeah? And we'll get all our light, what activates the NPC world, yeah? And probably other technologies they've come up with over the last like 20, 30 years, you know? They uses our light for all different stuff. You know?
Yeah.
What's that?
You're talking about that one.
Nope.
Is it like sort of glitching? Yeah, it's yeah, that one as well.
That one, right?
Yeah, that it showed that as well anyway. Yeah. Like I said to you, what they're covering up I said this for ages. What they're covering up in the sky, what they don't want you to see properly, will freak you out. Not you lot, but it freaks most of the world out, you know? But that is all, yeah, look. That's all them notes. It's all them notes. See what happened the other day? Here, see that here, that's the other thing. See the eclipse the other day? They were showing you. They were showing you what I've been telling you. Yeah? About the no moon bit. Yeah, and you see what they call the black sun. I calls it the valve cap because I knows what it is. Yeah, yeah. And the ball thing, what spins around in the bottom, that ain't black sun. That's something totally different. Yeah, but I told you, I even done that diagram when I passed.
There was 4 elements.
Yeah, right. But it's showing you that they don't use the moon. It's like a puppet show. Yeah, that black plasma, the cap, what I call the cap, comes across it. Yeah, and then it appears again. Yeah, but this time they was literally trying to show you all. Yeah, even people what ain't very awake was on that TikTok going, "Whoa, what's going on here? There ain't even a moon. Like, what's that black thing? What went across the sun?" Wow, I've explained that as well, so kids can understand that. You know, so there's going to be a lot more glitching. Because, like I say, there's big clarity every day, all day coming out on loads of stuff. And they're still catching up with all what we know. Yeah, what I've presented and what all you resonating souls know. The rest of the world's trying to catch us up now, and they are a little bit. You know, good. I ain't worried how they do it. Yeah, even if it's from people that don't really go on me, but they're a little bit two-faced, didn't they? Bit contradicting. You know, to put me down, but use the intel. You know, yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, all these information's right, but we're still going to do some 8 channels on him. Why? Because that ain't done nothing. Yeah. But look, I told you. Yeah, in the beginning, I would have been happy. Yeah, if 100 people listened. I said this to Leon in the flat rate, but I went, listen, if 100 people, 50 people, 100 people listened, brilliant. Because that means few will as we go, you know. Yeah, but done a million times better. Yeah, and all because I've presented you common sense, memory, what all you lot have. Yeah, like it's like I said, like I'm you, I am all you, and you all me. Yeah, we're just experiencing billions of different lives in this world and in other worlds. We're everywhere. Yeah, that circuit board will look like shit in a field gas. You know,
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Like shit in the field. That's the
Yeah.
best line.
Yeah. And the maddest thing is, it is so easy. It's so easy to understand everything I've said and what I've put forward. It's
Yep.
so easy.
Yeah.
But if you look at the 3D narratives, it's so hard.
Hmm.
Yeah, like they want you to go to college and university, you know, become a professor. They want you to do all this stuff, and then you knows. No. You start remembering every timeline you live. You start remembering when you comes to 3-4 year old, like you remembers anyway. No one can tell you any different. You just need your parents who's bringing you up at that time, yeah, like your soul parents. They give you a little nudge. They present things to you. Look how I have. They present stuff, and you'll go, oh yeah, and loads will start coming back in on what they're presenting to you, and then boom, you go again. You pick up more knowledge, yeah, because it's all about memory, knowledge. That is the whole like part of your existence, you know, your journey through existence. Yeah, it's one big journey, like a learning process, and we do. There's just so much to explore, so many places to go, so much to see. You know, like more elements to create. You know, and they're still doing that now. You know, it's just us what's been trapped. We've been on. We've been kept at a halt, imprisoned on the timeline. Everything on the timeline's been moving apart from us. We've just been stood there, sat there. And then nothing's changed for us. Yeah. And I think a lot of people in the world, those who's just coming awake, you can clearly see, if you do your true history, if you listen to us and watch a few Tartarian things and that, like you can see how advanced we are. Yeah. And now, like, how we've mastered structure, like right back then. But look now, like we're meant to progress, aren't we? Like not go back. So a lot of people picking up on things like that as well, you know. But yeah, we're meant to be moving forward, not going back, and we've been doing it because what you're all going to find out as well. Another thing is, and I think a lot of you are very aware of this, we're not actually in 2026.
No.
We're more like in 1729, 1728. Yeah. Everything's moved. Yeah. Like, apart from there, like I said. Yeah. From the last reset back then, right way back then to 1700s, like the big one, like
1728, yeah.
Yeah, like you'll find that most of everyone who's here, yeah, that's your real date. Don't forget, a reset is to start again. Yeah, they started you off, and and you've got a block at the other end, so you don't go past that timeline. So that it keeps you in this holder. Yeah, in the same timeline on a hamster wheel all that time. No, how can I explain to you? But the bit before and the bit after, yeah, is a no go. Like everyone outside and in the other realms, in the other simulations, have all gone forward. Even us lot, what came here to out. Yeah. But when you see the amount of years, the amount of time, like say it, like time's different for us, yeah, out there. But like when you look back, the amount of years, thousands and thousands of years we've gone through to come to this moment, like that's pure patience. Yeah. And the reason why patience comes natural is because we know we've got all the time in the world. We've got all the time in the world. There's nothing like, you know, we control our time ourselves. Yeah. We're not on a schedule. We don't have to be at an appointment. We don't have to worry about picking anyone up or dropping them off. We'll go in here. We'll go in. No. There's nothing like that at all. Just like that mechanism Valma was going on about tonight, you know. Yeah, sorry, cousin. What did you? We've got some few hands.
Oh no, yeah, just people with hands up. I didn't know if you had more.
Yeah. No, sorry. Go on.
All right, go ahead, guys.
All righty.
Right?
Jody's been waiting patiently.
Oh,
Hi,
Jody,
Jody.
how are you, Joe? How
Hi.
are you, Jodie? You all right?
Yes, I am. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Where
Good to
where are
hear.
you? Where are you at, Joe? Where are you?
I'm in the Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards, old Canada.
Hey, Jody. How are you?
Someone was behind you waving. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
no,
doing
this is Kev.
well.
This is
Yeah.
Kev. This is Kevin. Joe.
Hi, Kevin.
Jodie. Hi, Jodie. Yeah. How's
Um,
you?
okay, I did write I have two questions. I wrote them down. I just didn't think I would be first. I hope I didn't get put in front of someone, but I'll just try my best to
No,
be.
No,
you're
someone
good.
was in front of you, but they put their
Yeah.
hand down. So
Oh,
you're,
Sam,
okay.
Sam was
Okay.
here and then I think he left. Or he
yes.
took his hand down.
Mhm.
He either
Okay.
left or no, he put his
So,
hand.
yeah, I have been waiting till I guess I felt ready to ask this question. And it has to do with the astral field, or as some people call it, or the astral plane. And my context for this question is I think what really brought me here to you and to everyone, uh, the prior to 4 months ago, for about 7 years, I've been having experiences in dream time that aren't dreams. I guess I,
There are more memories, Joe.
well, yes, and that's been really helpful because my background as a psychotherapist would be very much about, analyzing the dream as all aspects of myself. I've done a lot of dream analysis, which is really hilarious now to think like, oh, these are memories. So that's been great. And I'm working now like that. But beyond dreams, I've been leaving my body in the night. It's not dreaming. It's people have the best I could explain is that I guess it's astral projection. This isn't something I tried to do or wanted to do. It just started happening. And I would go to places like now I think maybe I saw all the incubators with the babies in them, but I had no idea what I was experiencing. And I've had many experiences. And now when I started listening to you, you're explaining my experiences. I'm like, oh, I've seen that. I've been
It
there.
sounds like you got some of your soul clusters, some of your guides. They're pulling you. They're pulling you in. They're pulling you back into previous memory.
Oh,
Trying to jog your memories on different timelines you've been to see baby incubators. Yeah, we're talking like after like during like the last couple of resets. You know how I've explained to you how they repopulate after each reset. Yeah.
yeah.
So you've had you probably had something to do with that. You could even be a Tartarian soul, Jodie, to experience something like that.
Well,
You know,
in these experiences, I'm always like sneaking around. I'm trying not to be seen. I feel
that's
like it's
quite mad because I've had a lot of them from a kid myself. I'm
right.
always
It's
trying to
it's
keep hope
dangerous.
and
Yes. And that,
mm,
so it feels more like remote viewing, I guess, than actual
mm,
memories. So anyway, my purpose, I don't really talk about this very often. This is my big courage moment to share that because I'm not in a community. I
mm,
mean, my dear husband listens to these experiences with like glazed over
mm.
eyes and
Hmm.
just to help me in the mornings. But my question is, Christian, um okay, so I have to tell you one more thing. So when I first started listening to you, then a few weeks in, I had another one of these experiences. I could feel myself leaving my body, about to go out my back door where there's a big open plain here, which was actually now all in smoke and kind of had been destroyed. And I heard your voice, like a disembodied voice. It was your voice, very clearly said, "What do you do? Why are you going there?"
Quick
And I
person.
was like,
That
how
actually
did he
sounds
get in
like
my
me as well. What are you
dreams?
doing that? What are you doing that? Why are you going there?
Exactly. So I stopped myself and I'm like, okay, when I have the courage, I will try to ask him myself. Like, I'm trying to make, if this is some mission or some gift or there's some purpose in this, that's okay. But I wonder why, if I'm going into this if this is the fourth dimension, I don't want to be in there. That's not where I'm right? I'm wanting to go back to 5D or above. So I'm trying to understand why I've had these experiences, and do I need to just shut that all down now? Or
No, because this could be a build up to something for you, Jodie. Yeah, this could be a build up. Don't forget, like, especially what you've been through and experienced in this world and many other timelines in this world. Like, that could be like memories from previous timelines. Yeah, and it's just like it's seeing like your surroundings or your cluster or what energy's around you. It's seeing, it's making sure you're ready for that next, like they're not just going to throw you in the deep end, if you know what I mean. Yeah, especially if you're leaving your body and you're going to and experiencing like these different simulations, and that's what it is. You're entering different vortexes into different simulations where you've been and created beforehand. Yeah, so it's probably jogging your memory on places where you've been before. Yeah, and you will see beautiful places in a minute too. Yeah, don't forget, we're just about to go through how before we sees anything beautiful. Yeah.
well, I
So
I
it might,
think
so
I've
it might,
seen it.
it sort of collaborates with a little bit of what you're saying, like for yourself. But don't forget as well, Joe, every single one of you will be having your own personal moments. Yeah, the change of frequency and vibration is so high, things are glitching out. Loads of stuff are glitching out, especially on camera. Yeah, right. So like whatever your experience is for you, that's for you. And Jodie, listen, on this channel, you can say what you want. Whatever your experience, that's what we're all here for. We're all here to listen to each other. Yeah. And every time someone shares an experience, it raises the vibration and frequency for others too, anyway, like everyone wants to be in that situation, and you will do, but everyone's got their own moment in time. Yeah. Depends what your frequency and your vibration. Yeah. And how your vessels vibrating, collaborating with your frequency. Don't forget, everything about you is new. Like apart from your vessel, you change at the moment. Like since you've all been starting to really think for yourself, like literally think for yourselves, things have changed. Your lives have changed because you're not listening to anyone at all. You're just thinking for yourself. Don't forget, all I've done is present loads of stuff the last few years, 4 or 5 years, what you already know already, all of you. Yeah. And that's why I've presented what I have, because it was going to nudge you. It's going to start, you're going to start recalling. Like, hang on a minute, that's familiar. Yeah, I resonate with that. Like, how do I know that, though? Because you do. I'll just hit on all the right notes. Yeah. Like I say, I'm no different to anyone. I'm no more special. Obviously, I'm coded to come in here, and I'll pick this vessel for a reason because of what it looks like and sounds like. Yeah. And it don't take no shit, Jodie. But no, what you're saying is good stuff. Yeah, there's nothing bad about what you're saying. Some of it you might feel a bit uneasy about it, but it's only past memory. Yeah. Like, and you're being sort of you're being like serviced with it, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a preparation. And when
Yeah.
you said earlier today, it's not going to be like the AI videos that we see of beings. Now that I've seen them in this space, you're right. They're not. I haven't seen anything on AI like what I've seen.
That's right.
And some of it is horrible, and some of it is really cool. And so that's very helpful. Thank you.
That's right. That's a good experience there, because that's from someone, like I've explained to you, like 70%, even a bit more than that, what the internet produces to you, it ain't how it is. Yeah. Even down to how they explain what the beings look like. Yeah. Even the ones what lives underneath the no lands, underneath there, what's come out, the Nordics and all the ones what basically were seeded by the ones outside anyway.
Right.
But all that's good stuff. Good stuff, Jodie.
Okay, thank you. I do have one more question. Is that okay? All right. So my next question is regarding the oneness of all of us. And I'm trying to understand a little bit more what love and empathy and maybe forgiveness means. And so as I watch, you know, a lot of the things on the channels and I see the movie stars and, you know, our most loved and trusted as selling out and traders and I realize for me, like, are they not part of me? Like, it's like part of me has done that. And then when I put myself in that place, like, okay, maybe someone's saving their own skin. But what if somebody threatened, like, I'm a mother, you know, and a grandmother? What if somebody was threatening to torture my child in front of me? I don't know what I'm capable of. Maybe I would sell my soul. I don't want to think I would, but I can understand that
Don't
kind
forget it.
of terror.
Most people, what sold their soul. Don't forget, right? You got people what sold their soul. You got like hierarchy parasites. You got a lot of world's most loved and trusted, and a lot of famous people what's been created in a lab. You know, like hence the Disney kids. Anyone what they calls Disney kids.
Yeah.
It's the labs underneath this Disneyland. Yeah, that's why they're called the Disney kids. Yeah. So you got to think to yourself, they're not just doing it with Disney kids. Yeah. Like a lot of your legends, a lot of these people in this world you idolize ain't real. They're not proper. You know, but the ones what control it all are true souls what sold you out a long, long time ago. Not on this loop, many, many timelines ago. And part of their contract each time when they come back in, yeah, is to make sure they stay traitors, they stay loyalists, yeah. And every time they comes back, they're more evil each time, you know. So you've got a mixture. That's what I'm saying. You got 500 million, what we've come here for, and plus you got a shitloads of us, like 100 million star seeds. We flooded the place out as much as we could, yeah. But you got to understand what's the rest. What's the rest?
So my question, thank you, and I've been, you know, you've shared a lot of that in the videos, but on a personal, like, I'm also trying to integrate my spirituality and sort out what was programming and what, you know, isn't actually my truth. It doesn't resonate for me. Like, yes, I feel angry and I felt rage. I've had all those feelings, but as I go through them into deep sadness, there does come a place of thinking, well, these are still my brothers and sisters that did this. And so where I just haven't really heard anyone speaking of forgiveness. And I don't mean by that it was okay or that we're trusting you again or that you're allowed to be here. That's not what I mean. But for my own inner knowing,
we naturally forgive. We naturally forgive, Jody. That's not a thing. We naturally forgive. But let me tell you, every soul, yeah, there's a place for every soul. And let me tell you, the souls what sold us out, you won't see them for a long time. And I'll tell you why. It's not because they've been executed or arrested or put out on that. Listen, when this goes down, these events happen, yeah, when the shift happens, like every soul will get exactly what it deserves. And let me tell you, every single true soul in all existence is it's beautiful, it's pure. Yeah. Bad language would traumatize it. Yeah. So we're going to go through a little bit of our own trauma, just like, through our experiences, through bad language, just telling someone to go away, piss off, you know, that's going to do that. Like, but let me tell you, some of the crimes, what some of these souls, yeah, through fear, through being scared, parasite fear and that, yeah, they will put their selves off. Yeah, they knows where to go, and there's a place for them where they go. Yeah, they won't ever want to show themselves for a long, long, long time, and they'll have to put up with all that damage, all that trauma, all that pain and suffering they've helped create and cause. That will spin round and round in their heads 24/7 where they're going. They will not be able to get rid of it. Yeah. And as you know, mental punishment is the worst punishment you can ever exist. You can have mental torture. It's the worst, more than physical by far. Mental torture is the worst. Yeah. Well, they'll have some sort of this going on for a long, long time. Yeah. Like I explained, there's a place for them, these souls. Yeah. And they will bury themselves. They will not want to come out again. Yeah, because they knows what they've done. They knows what they've done. Yeah. But
Yeah.
what you're going to find out, as you know, Jody, the world's a stage. Yeah. And all your world's most loved and trusted, most of them ain't, they was never even real. Yeah. They replaced all the time. And like, for instance, like the Pope could have played 4 different people on this timeline. He can play the Pope. He could be an actor. He could be a singer. It could be a superstar in a sport. Yeah. You could like, they don't just play one part. Yeah. That's why like you got a lot of these, you know, when you see a lot of these videos and they shows you pictures of like of these different people looking like each other. Yeah. No, they're not the same person. They're cloned off and they're altered a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll find out that it's the same. You know, for instance, look at all the German army. Most of them were clones. They was made. Yeah. Look at them all when they're doing the big parade marches and everything. Yeah. That's all built. It's all. They even made a film, didn't they? Star Wars film, the cloned army.
Right. The Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars. Yeah. It's the same thing. They use the same methods all the time on you. Yeah. Stormtroopers, a lot, all of it. But no, everyone will suffer. Anyone was ever like all those what sold us out, what's been against us, yeah, they'll all suffer in ways you could never even imagine. Yeah. They're not going to like. No one's going to like. Most of them have been executed and took out. You know. But don't forget, there's a lot of them now, Jody, amongst us. They're all everywhere, all on the internet, all up your street you live in. You know, the doctors, the hospitals, the police, the shop, they're everywhere still, yeah? These are the minions amongst us. Yeah? They're amongst us. That's what's causing all damage. But listen, you ain't got to forgive anyone, and no one's got to forgive you. Yeah? Because like you ain't done nothing wrong. Like I've explained to you. No one has done anything wrong. Even the ones what's against me, what don't like me. Don't get a lot of people. There's a lot of souls what came here with us. What's against us?
Yeah.
They're so stained in this world. Now that's a different ball game. Yeah, because when they do wake up, that's like an automatic forgive. Because we knew, and they knew that this was going to happen. That this could happen. That we could turn against ourselves towards the end. Because this is how the Matrix, the 3D Matrix, has been created. Yeah. And that'll explain to you as well. I'll explain to you how the processes work. Again, when I'll do it on the board when I'm with Leon, yeah, because that's pretty important, yeah, because it will explain the glitches and some of the bad things. What's tries to stop you from concentrating, yeah. But you could, look, I've had a few things the last 5-6 weeks out, one of them obviously with my brother and that, yeah. But other family and friend little things around that as well, Like I've had listen, we're all under attack to the end, yeah. But the good thing is we're all together. We're finding each other. They're still finding us, yeah, yeah. Because the true soul, who they are because they're finding us.
Yeah, right away,
True soul is just sat there on the internet, happy where it is, being told all day long about this 3D information, what you're seeing, and that's why I keep explaining to you. Like, there's no escape from the truth. There's no escape from the truth at all. And people like you, Jody, having these experiences, it's good. It's going to show you and give you so much clarity, But you ain't got to forgive no one. No one will have to forgive you. It don't like we've all done bad things. If we ain't done it on this timeline, this we've done it on loops before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it still ain't our fault. Yeah. It's the system what plays us. Yeah. But this time, there's more than there normally is awake. But
Good, I'll use that line.
I think we'll phase out in different phases. Yeah. Because like I said, 144,000. That's just another like a frequency number thing. Like it'd probably be a little bit more than that, But don't forget to be awake Yeah, right. Like there's lots of people awake, yeah, and there's lots of people in denial. They could be awake on our level, but they're in denial with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And don't forget another thing. What won't happen? Like millions of people won't just disappear because that'll freak a lot of people out as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
By it being stages. Yeah. And we knows it's going to be like that. Yeah. Because don't forget, you got financial driven people. You got religious people. You got people, who stuck on stars, galaxies, and universes.
Your 3D intellect, perceived knowledge.
Yeah, perceived knowledge. Yeah, all this stuff what's stained in them, and they're awake to their governments. They're awake to child trafficking and all this sort of stuff, and ETs and everything, but they're still stuck in the matrix, like space system and things, stars, angels, and all this sort of stuff, like, and this is the bit, like, at the end of the day, every single soul will ascend, yeah, right, but there will be a time and a place for that soul to do it, yeah, but the events what's coming up now will be the first batch, yeah, and I'll bet you I know everyone what's been resonating, yeah, the last are all part of that, yeah, because you're like what you call Christian 21 awake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is a total different level.
Yes.
Yeah? And all my soul cluster and all the other worlds out there who's been helping with all this process, yeah, like they knows themselves. I've dropped this whole world was at a halt, Jody. Yeah, up to 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, the internet was the same thing, year in, year out, year in, the same stuff brought up, it's all kept at a halt. This is CIA tactics, yeah, and then I comes along, yeah,
boom.
Look at the timing. Look, what's this about? We've had plenty, more than enough time, yeah. So basically, I've had 2 or 3 years, yeah, to pump it all out. And you've had another 2 years, plus the time I've been pumped out to have it all sink in. Yeah? Don't forget, I've produced in the last 4 or 5 years what no one's produced in 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah? And I'll tell you why. Because that was meant to be. It's meant to be. Yeah? If you'd known me before this, I want to do with computers. I was saying this to you today, Kev, why not? I ain't had nothing. I didn't have nothing. Education or computers.
You've never done a selfie before in your life until I don't know how many years ago.
Never done a video? No, you'd never have got me to do that, ever.
I was the same.
Yeah, never.
Now Christian's a selfie
How
machine.
to earn money on a computer, I would never have known. Yeah, I wasn't meant to know all that stuff. Yeah, I could have been a millionaire loads of times over in this world. The opportunities I've had. But like, I've always give those opportunities to other people, yeah, and they've either made something of it, made the millions, or they haven't, because I'm not meant to, yeah. I was just meant to be normal, like all of you, yeah. Like say, I've got children, I've got grandchildren, yeah. Me and her mum's still like that, we gets on really well, yeah. Everything's happens for a reason, yeah. I've explained all my life in here, all my life out there, and all my life with all you lot. Yeah, that's the other thing. See, yeah, like what you're going to find out. You're going to find out a lot about some of these unexpected people. What's been leading you up the path. Yeah, and some of these people like have been on the computer for so many years. Like you think you know them, but you don't. Like I've let you know everything. I've let you all know about my family, my daughters, my grandchildren, my dogs. Yeah, I'll let you know, because I'll tell you why, there's nothing. The only thing you're going to find on me is a lot of the experiences you lot's gone through. The same thing. Yeah? And that's how I knew. Let me tell you, no alien, no race is allowed to help you. Not even me. They presented me stuff. Yeah? And through my memories, and a lot of my memories are through dreams, what we call dreams. Yeah, through them, and a lot of what you lot again calls astral travel. Yeah, a lot of because listen, me in this world and all the other worlds, and you're all going to remember this about me anyway. Yeah, right. If I don't hear it or see it or smell it, you ain't got me. You ain't got me. You ain't convincing me, mate. No, 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 no. I've got to see it, hear it, or smell it, remember it. And then, right, then you got me. Yeah. And that's all they used to do. Present little things. They won't go, oh, yeah, it's this, it's that, Christian. Oh, yeah, the lottery numbers next week's this. You know? No, 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 no. And that's how I knew. That's how I knew how loads of people lies in this world. Saying how can they're connected. They're not here. This is all on our shoulders. Yeah. All you needed in this world was someone with the big enough balls, yeah, and a big enough mouth to present you reality. And then you was all going to jump, all you true souls would have jumped on it. And that's exactly what's happened. Yeah. We're not here to be recognised. Yeah. Because we recognise each other already. Yeah. We don't want no fame or nothing like that. No, at all. It's not about that. Yeah. We've come here to do a job and we've done it very well. Yeah? And, you know, you can see it all around you. Everything's awakening. A lot of stuff's glitching out, especially the internet. The internet's glitching right out. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Have a look. Have a look. You know, I even had a look for the last couple of days myself. And I said to Kim, I thought, hang on a minute. Look, have you seen all this? Like, you know, it's full of AI. Yeah. But all these people, what don't like me, what's doing all this, where'd they get that from then? No one knew that. Yeah. Even the oldies, David Icke and all them sort of people couldn't present you what I have. Yeah. It's not something you can make up, you know, never in a million years, you know. But I've got, I've always known from when I started Who's Who. And if I don't on that moment, it don't take me long anyway. It takes a few days. If it's playing on my head, I'll be like, no, like, that's not right. No. Don't forget, something's definitely got to resonate with me. Yeah. With me, like, you lot's got to resonate with what I say. Yeah. What I'm presenting. Yeah. We know you're going to resonate with it. Yeah. But don't forget, I've got to resonate with it in my own consciousness to even present it. You know? But listen, everything will be tip top, Jody. Yeah. And I'll tell you, you're having some good experience, Jody, as well. So, you know, that's all good. You know, everything means something. That means, you know, you're ready to go to a next sort of phase within.
Mm-hmm.
No?
You. Thank you so much.
Listen, yeah, thank you for sharing, Jody, as well. Thank you.
Thank you for choosing to be normal.
Yeah. Listen, I had to mix in with you, right? Like, listen, like, I'm not below you. I'm not above you. I walks beside you all. Yeah. And my compassion, dedication, and love and loyalty to all you before myself is far out beyond. Totally. Yeah. I'm not here to take anyone up the path. Yeah. I'm here to make sure everyone wakes their asses up. Yeah. On another level, on the level what you all are now. Yeah. That's all I care about. I ain't worried about nothing else. Yeah. I'm just worried. No, I'm not even worried because I don't even have to worry about it. Yeah. Because you're either going to wake up or you're not. Yeah. And it don't matter if you don't wake up yet. Yeah. Like, you know, like, there's plenty of people awake. Like I only had to wake up thousands. All you thousands are waking millions up. You know? It's like a little ricochet, isn't it? You know, like a domino. You know? Exactly, you know, the main target throughout all the overlays is America. Yeah? Because it's the so-called power country, what ain't even there. Yeah, they've convinced you that it's made up of 52 states so they can create 52 different simulations, keep you under a bit more control. You know, if you've got a whole fucking continent, yeah, the size of 52 states, that's a bit of a nightmare to control. They split it up into states. And like we know, all America and Canada, it's all native lands, isn't it? All Lemurian, Tartarian lands.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, through the technologies, through the other cell phones and that, they've created more and more overlays. Again, through our thoughts. They hijack our memories, our thoughts. And then what they do, when you're all brainwashed again and you come back in, they will present you with your own thoughts and memories, and you lot will work off of it and go, that is why you've got some people in this world, you'll go, fucking hell, he's a genius. No, because he's familiar with his own memory. Yeah? I've just brainwashed you. I'm just about to do reset, right? And I'm going to take all your knowledge and memory off of you. I'm going to put it over there. When you all comes back in on the next reset, I'm going to, not all of it, I'm going to present you little bits of your memories to you, because I need you to start building for me. I need you to start coming up with your own ideas. Well, I'm going to give you the illusion of you coming up with an idea. Yeah? And this is what they do, and they still do it today. They give you the illusion of feeling good. Like, you know, yeah, he's invented this, he's invented that. No, you never. No, you never at all. Yeah? That's just someone else's thought, what's very familiar to you on this loop, and you're just about to get a load of ideas out of it. Yeah? So they drip feed you your own memory on every reset. Yeah? Like I said, parasites, they cannot create a bolt. They can only hijack. Yeah? And don't forget, to keep you all divided and in different simulations, they need your thoughts and memories 24/7. You know? Yeah? And they can, and most of the ones they present these thoughts and memories to are loyalists, traitors. Yeah? And that's why not a lot of people, it don't look like a lot of people within the public can invent too much. If they do, they get killed. Yeah? Only they can invent it. Only they can put it into play. Yeah? And what them loyalists and traitors and all the world's most loved and trusted, what they're presenting to you, is you, again, it's your own memories and thoughts, your own knowledge, yeah, of what you've mastered on other timelines. They presented it to you now. And with that, you've built your own, you know, all these parasitic simulations and overlays. We've created it ourselves through what they presented. Yeah. Like, we've polluted everything. Yeah. And destroyed everything because of the stuff they presented us. Yeah. What we was unaware of, what was going to damage all this stuff in the long run. But at that time, when they're presenting to you at the time, like, you're like, oh, Bob, you're like, well, hang on a minute, we're progressing. Yeah, and then 20, 30 years down the long, like, your forests and jungles are getting wiped out. And like everything what you need, it was already here. Yeah, so everything what you need, yeah, through your own thoughts being presented to you, yeah, like, it's being distorted in this world, and you're creating all these ideas what's destroying the planet, and they're blaming you for it. Yeah? And again, that all boils down, all connects to what's going on now with, like, floods and fires all around the world. Yeah, you got to think of Fire of London. You got to think of all these other events before that, what involves floods and fire. They're destroying the grids. Yeah, what's going on around the world now? Those grids are being destroyed by fire, floods, and other stuff, earthquakes, because they're wiping out the grids. So when they turns everything off and fires everything back up, those grids will be gone. The grids from the earth, yeah, are being distorted from all the overlays and distortion networks. What's been put on top of it, and that's what's being all took out. All being took out. Yeah, the same methods. But only this time, like I say, they're using floods, they're using fire, they're using all different things around the world. Yes, it's distraction, it's many of things, but a lot of it is destroying all the grids, all the parasitic grids, what's controlling everything. Yeah. When they all goes down, they blacks everything out, and the world fires up again. You'll feel it, it'll hum through you. Yeah. But it won't be irritating. It'll be a good feeling. You know? Yeah.
Everyone needs to listen to Very Awesome Text to Speech.
Listen, nice to meet you, Jody. I'll see you on the channel earlier on. I think I answered you. I answered the message to you, didn't I?
You did, about crystals. I wanted
crystals, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you so much, all of you. Much love to all of you.
Thank you, Jody.
Thank you, Jody. Lovely to see you.
Big love, Jody. Great to see you.
Big love.
Bye, Jody. There you go.
Jill.
How are you, Jill?
Nice
How are
to
you?
call.
Hey,
Jill,
everybody. Hey,
how you
Kristen.
feeling?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
You all right, yeah?
Bloody cold.
Cold.
Cold here.
I was gonna say
God.
No.
Listen, do you know
Freak
what?
us out
As
here
well.
when
Do you know what? I love it when you Australians says it's cold. Because most of the time when I talk to you, you all go, yeah, it's hot, go and surfing, like down on the beach later. You know? But
Not right now.
when I used to talk to Paul, all that, like
Mhm.
a lot, yeah, it used to be like freezing cold in my flat, yeah. And Paul would be like sweating his nut off in his garden downstairs. I'd be like, what the fuck? Walking around in shorts and flip flops. So it's quite good to see you like in Australia cold and us being hot.
Mhm.
I remember
Yeah,
that
me too.
the video you did you had like your cold breath in the flat. It was like freaking cold in the
that.
flat.
It
Yeah,
was cold.
that's when
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right,
that's what
you
it's
said that.
like here. I'm in New Zealand, Christian, and I
Oh, New
laughed because
Zealand.
I talked to Marie, and she's going, "It's cold." I was going, "Yeah, what's cold?" And she's going, "13 degrees." Well, it's -6 here at the moment.
Minus
Yeah,
21
snow with all those
Fahrenheit.
Oh my
pictures.
God.
showing
What about
us
you,
snow.
lot?
You're freaking us out, Jill.
Is it cold where you are, Lo?
Yeah, it's raining and it's about 9 degrees. But for me,
No,
that's
that's
cold.
degrees and it's raining.
Warm.
God.
It's pouring with rain. It's pitch black.
Yeah, we
I
ain't
know
seen
you
rain
guys
for ages,
don't have
we?
rain.
We ain't seen rain for ages here. But it did it showered a little bit about a week ago,
Like
didn't
a
it?
shower for about an hour.
But it was nice. It was like that rain.
Nice. Well, we've switched it round.
That's the best when it cools down, like we were talking the other day. The
Smell of
humidity
rain.
is-
So what's been going down in New Zealand, Jill?
Oh, well, I mean, the hospitals are screaming out for all those nurses that walked away and wouldn't take the jab. They say, "Could you please come back?"
Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you lot go, we'll come back. That's what I'd say. If you lot all do one, we'll come back and we'll advise everyone stop taking vaccines. Yeah.
Sibley's
That's what- that's
labor
what I feel.
relations.
Jill,
department.
that's why I was explaining to you earlier about Trump 2.0, all this stuff, what he's doing all these like executive, you can see, yeah. But he's telling you, like don't go listen, all you people out there, if you're pregnant or you're about to have a baby or whatever, stay away from them. Don't inject your kids. Stop injecting your teenagers. Stop it. Listen, they makes it sound that you've got to work this out anyway, all of you, right? They makes it sound like they're doing you a favour each time. And you all falls for it, not you lot. But I'm speaking on behalf of the world. Like, stop it. Stop letting them experiment on your kids. Look at my Ruby and millions of others. Yeah? Like, it's injections. Injections. Without injections, they're fucked. Yeah? Without injections, we're pure. We're healthy. Our pineal gland don't poison. All this sort of stuff. Like, we're just pure and healthy.
Yeah, don't need it.
Injections are a must in this world. It's in everything. It's going to come a time, Jill, when you're all going to look back and go, what the fuck? How did we fall for that? Look what they was putting in us. Like, all them, like, some little sixes, like, some people go, oh, they put all that in there. Like you're like pig urine and antifreeze and Sovitor and all this, and mercury and all. They go, oh, well, no, because it's the ingredients. It's a mechanism. It all reacts. Yeah. And that's why the 3 shots together was fucking up millions of children around the world.
Chemical reaction.
Chemical, to the brain. But yeah, don't worry. We're not going to fuck no more kids out anymore. Just keep them bringing. We'll just do it singly. God, wake up, everyone. You know? Yeah. And Jill's going on, they want all the nurses back. Yeah? Because then they get overrun with injections. That's just absurd. Like, absurd. Crazy. To think injecting you, yeah? Don't forget, the Anunnaki and the Greys, they're specialised in viruses, diseases, injections. It's them, yeah? Was passed it on to draconians and all sorts, yeah? But that's part of the treaties, yeah? They've all got to agree with the same things, you know, to keep this asset you know, alive and well. Yeah. But injections, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know, like you don't know what you think you know what you're doing because people like Trump 2.0 and all that lot. Like, and look how he's telling you. It's not even like professional. He just got a couple of puppets around him going, oh, yeah. All going how great each other are and that, you know, what we're going to do for the new children. Shut up. That's what I'm saying. This is all coming out now, you know. And Jill just said, you know, in New Zealand, they want small nurses. Oh, fucking hell. That is taking the piss. If that's not taking the piss, like, what is?
Well, the St. John's ambulance here, they
left for a reason.
Yeah, they had like 1,000 more. Instead of 1,600 call-outs a day, they were getting like 2,500, and they can't cope. So is that Whitehat saying, or is that actually just that shot having its
Don't forget vaccines, again, are a multi-billion-pound business.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a business as well. And don't forget, all those vaccines are paid out of your bonds.
Mm.
Yeah. They claims it back in money. Yeah. Power.
We also make it out of more drugs that can
Yeah.
into you.
Listen, they took over everything, didn't they? They just took over, like they took over all the drug world, you know, all the crackheads, smackheads, meth heads and all that lot. That goes and gets all their drugs off the doctors prescribed now, even weed. Yeah. So the drug dealers, all the drug dealers in the world, I think they're earning most of their money on weed because there ain't no real cocaine in the world. And I'll tell you what, like me and Leon said as well before, I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped for pure cocaine in late 90s. You know, after they took Pablo Escobar out and all them sort of people, yeah. After that, they started making it all. Yeah. It was quicker, more efficient. Yeah. Because, you know, the what they call it, the ask on cocaine around the world was huge, you know. Like
I mean, they're like Breaking Bad there. You know,
listen, you can't keep up how the drug trade ended up in the end. Yeah. You couldn't keep up with the world supply through plants. Yeah. The amount of cocaine and heroin and crack or whatever they do out there being smoked and sniffed of a day, they wouldn't have been able to keep up with it through plants. Just like with food and meat. For the last 20 years, they've been growing it. Longer than that, I reckon. Because only just saying the day. Like, I can remember my nan's cooking. Yeah. To now. Totally different. Like you can cook up a nice meal. It don't even like you can smell it a bit. It smells a week, but like back in the day, like when my nan used to cook a meal, oh, you could smell it halfway through cooking it. It was like lovely. Like but now,
what I'll cook tonight.
Yeah, we had an old school dinner tonight, didn't we? Yeah. Shepherd's pie and a bit of veg and that gravy. Like it smelled properly, didn't it? A bit proper, you know. But there's signs there though, Jill. You know. They're asking for nurses back because let me tell you, like I said, when they do the next thingy scare, because there are people wearing masks now. Like I said, that's a subconscious thing. That is because they don't know exactly all there's going to be another pandemic. No, subconscious thought in their head is the pattern. It's like like we're going to have another virus in a minute. I'll just put it on now just in case. You know, but there is going to be one. There is going to. And they're going to make it out to be worse than COVID. Yeah, and that I would say they do that. But as soon as they discloses election fraud, that will lead to the vaccines, the COVID, and all the other vaccines. Yeah, but it's telling you, like they're not going to just say to it, oh yeah, by the way, we forgot to tell you all that MMR shots have been leaving kids worldwide brain damage. And COVID shots have been killing you all for the last 3 or 4 years because we planned it all. Everyone will go, what? What the? Can you explain that a little bit better, please? No, that's why they're doing it how they're doing it now.
They're doing it, like RFK.
With the MMR stuff. That's huge. To say, oh, yeah, based basically, yeah, the MMR shot has been fucking everyone up. And the reason why is because they've been doing the 3 shots together. But don't worry, we've stopped that now. Oh, yeah. So what about the hundreds of millions of children fucked up by vaccines? Oh, what? That's all right. That's all right, is it now? We'll stop it. We'll make things better. And maybe not so many people will become autistic anymore. Brilliant. Yeah, Custy. All right, no worries. Yeah, we'll forgive you. Nah. This is serious shit they're telling you. You've got to read between the lines. Big time. And you know you have. With Trump 2.0, he's all about signs, symbols, leaving you gaps as well. He's telling you, yes, the MMR shot was fucking children up. Yes, it was. But that was because they was doing the triple shot, the 3 shots together. They was all interacting. It was causing... But what about all the other experimental vaccines before the MMR shot? The ones they was injecting straight into pregnant women before they started doing it into the kids. That was leaving kids handicapped, limbless, wheelchairs, non-verbal,
all the in Africa, all the third world country experimentation.
All that, yeah. How some of them children were being born. Like Ruby, her spectrum, and all the millions like Ruby is quite bad. But when you look at them, the ones like Ruby in wheelchairs and disfigured, non-verbal, like, what the fuck? And that's why I tell you, that's what pisses me off about this medbed thing. Not one adult would get a medbed before a child. Yeah? If we was in control, and we are, all the way all us good ones who's in control, if there was medbeds here, we'd be having the children on them now. No. Something bigger and better is going to happen. Yeah, those souls will be set free. Yeah, but there's nothing. All we got to think. All they're telling you about is new injections. They're not talking about curing the fuck ups they've made. They're sort of telling you, don't worry about the fuck ups we've done. Don't worry about that. We're just going to make it right. We're not going to do all them. No, you're going to make it worse. It's the same pattern again. They'll blag you. Let you hear what you want to hear. But like most of the world's fucked up. Like, how are you going to fix that? How? What I'm saying, we knows how. We knows what's going to go down. I'm just talking, like, I'm just trying to get across to you. Like some of these people out there, because some of you lot stained like that, come here with us. And you need to wake up and join us. Get over it. Because you're all part of this. You're all part of it. Every true soul in this realm, in this world, is part of what's going on now. You all need to wake your asses up, and become part of it, instead of being told all the time, listening to fucking mugs on that computer. And I know they're all mugs because I've been watching them for the last 3 days. I've been observing big time.
Yeah, Jill, stop watching them.
Yeah, and we're in a good place. And we're in a good place, Jill. Sorry about that, Jill. I went on a little bit there. It's like as soon as one of you mentions something, I've got something. I've got something to say
Don't
about
apologise. We always get a lot out of those side.
Yeah.
No,
just through Jill saying about the nurses. Like you got med, like right and again, Like, because that's the thing. What keeps me dedicated,
Yeah.
But we still got to stay, it's like self-control, isn't it? Like growing up to like 5, 6 years ago, my self-control wasn't brilliant at the beginning. And you all know that. I told you, I know it wasn't perfect. But it's got better as we've come through. Yes. We've all changed as we come through.
We've all grown.
More tolerant. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So did you have a question, Jill, or you just came?
I do.
Yeah, go on, Jill. Sorry.
That's all right. I got a couple of questions. One, the NPC military that are going to be on the streets. I was thinking, are they pulled from the current NPC, the original NPC population, or are they
a lot of them are all part of, a lot of them are all part of the old thing still. Yeah. All under oath, all under command. Yeah. because NPCs are easier to control in that sort of scenario. Yeah, especially
Yeah,
when
yeah, I can get that.
we need every single military on the same thought note, you know. And in this world, an NPC is perfect for that.
So is it just because I was thinking, well, they're programmed into the matrix. How do you get them to follow this program?
Don't
But
forget, we haven't
because
created.
they're military, they're used to taking orders, basically.
Yeah,
So
what it
they'll
is,
do
we
whatever
haven't
they're told.
created more NPCs, Jill. We're just working off of what we got here already.
Hmm.
If you know what I mean, yeah? Look, when an NPC goes, it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually when it'll only have the memory what it's picked up on here. Yeah. All those memories from NPCs, that bit of light they take from us, we'll end up with that bit of light. So we'll end up with some of their experiences.
So does that experience come across as like a distortion for us? Do we feel that as a bit distorted?
It can sort of intervene with a memory, I suppose. Yeah, come to think of it, because you've got a memory from your light, what another vessel's experienced, yeah, and we're picking up, yeah. So some of the memories what's flowing in are experienced, but don't forget, we're all one. We're all one, experiencing billions of different experiences, yeah. So like it would only be the same experiences what we've picked up all through different timelines anyway. So it won't really intervene. So, but there will be a little bit of intervenance there, I suppose, because like an NPC experienced, you know, something what you probably know that you haven't experienced before here. You know, like a lot of us true souls, we don't experience wealth. You know, so if you have a dream and you've experienced wealth, that's probably a memory from a previous NPC somewhere what's passed. You know, because the only people what experience wealth in this world are traitors, yeah, your own kind what sold you out like timelines ago, and NPCs. You got the odd true soul what's done well here, of course you have, yeah. But like the ones what's normally done well ain't played it by the book.
No.
Yeah,
they've been generous with it as well.
Yeah, they haven't played it by the book. They've been a little bit crafty. They've like jumped a few hurdles, bent a few rules to get where they are. If you know what I mean, yeah. Like, but they've had to play listen, you know yourself, yeah. To have like everything what most people dreams of in this world, you got to play the game, haven't you? You got to play the ball. You got to play ball. Yeah. And the reason why I've said this to Leon and loads of you before, the reason why I could have had and I haven't got is because I didn't want to do what all those other people done to get what they done, what they got. Yeah. Once you've got all that, you've got to maintain it all, ain't you? Yeah. Once you've got all that stuff, all those houses and cars and all these things what you experience, holidays and plastic surgery and all this competition stuff, you got to maintain it. Yeah, you got you're forever worried in the back of your mind. Like how long have I got this for? But if you play ball, you'll get to keep it. And that's something I wasn't going to do. Yeah, play ball or commit myself to a lot of stuff what most people have who's got stuff. And I know I've got a lot of mates what's played ball. You know, I've got a few mates what's millionaires. You know, and I think no, I wouldn't have done I wouldn't have wanted to do what you've all done though. No. And someone might say, look, you could have. I went, I know I could have a few times, but I didn't want. Yeah, if I wanted it, I would have it. Yeah, I was motivated and dedicated enough. Yeah, but I used to say to the kids, I go, no, we don't need all that. We just need what we need. Look, we don't go out. We're happy there. We're happy here. We ain't got all that responsibility, Lynn. Let's go there. No, I suppose you are right. I go, I know I'm right. Don't want all that responsibility. Yeah, for us to be mugged off at the end. No, I played this with a little bit of out, subconscious out, higher self out, obviously, you know, bit of like soul family out and that. Like,
absolutely.
How to play this. And don't forget, I'd say half of the game I played on this loop, I was unaware of it. Well, I was sort of aware, you know. But there's a lot of stuff I look back now and I thought, wow, yeah. That makes sense why I didn't do that and why I done that and why I done it this way and why I didn't listen to them. That makes total sense now because I wasn't meant to have. I wasn't meant to have known a lot. I was only meant to have known what I needed to know at that moment to survive. Other than that, I didn't need to know it until now. You know, and I've always known it. Of what Jodie was going on about earlier about dreams and memories again and that. Like it's always there. Yeah, it's always there. It's like it's up to when you jump on it and realise. You know, and the good thing is, Jill, like what I'm you know, it's amazing. Everyone's realised. You know, everyone's realised. You know, I didn't have to tell you much. Yeah, because you already knew. Listen, you know this anyway. Yeah, before I was along, all of you was getting very agitated. Yeah, because you all knew every resonating soul, true soul in this world, especially who's been along this journey with us the last 5 years. Like you knew there's something more, and this internet and all these truthers and these so-called channelers and psychics, they don't even know either. But there's something bigger, and we need to know it. And you'll all sit there and you'll be like, and it's like you'll feel that. Anyway, this is the time that we need to know like something else, like something bigger's coming in the picture. Like we can't be at a halt on this internet year in, year out. Like a lot of this truth world and this geography and history world ain't taking us nowhere. It's keeping us within the 300 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, boom. I started my posts. I went on with Linda. And you all knew. I didn't even have to tell you. You all knew. When you heard me, you knew. Hang on a minute. This is it. You know, our blockades are open. You know, this is it. This is what we need to be knowing. You know, like why no one ever told us this before? Because you weren't meant to have known till that moment, till then. Yeah. Because if everyone knew this sort of stuff 10 years ago, they'd be ruining it, wouldn't they? They'd be twisting it, they'd be making up all their own little theories and all that sort of stuff. But no, they haven't had enough time to do it. Yeah. Last 4 years I've been presenting, no one seen me coming, no one had enough time to plot and plan. Yeah. No one had enough time to change things. There's not enough time. It's all to do with timing. It's all been, been fucking fantastic. Brilliant,
The art of war.
Yeah. Awesome. Mental.
Call at the right time.
Everything's to do with timing. Everything's timing,
I think once we get these memories back on the other side here, we're going to be saying a lot of not my
and don't forget a lot. Don't forget a lot. Listen, a lot of
Sorry.
memories kicking into you. A lot of your memories will be kicking in you now, especially when you're sleeping. That they kick in because you've used parts of your memories unawarely to join the dots and fill in the gaps of what you have done the last few years anyway. Yeah, I've left a lot out, and you've lot have filled them in. Exactly what I've done with their help coming through years, They've showed me signs and symbols, even unaware. I've been unaware of it. Yeah. And give me a nudge on some visions, but they don't tell you. They don't give you messages. They don't tell you nothing because they can't have nothing to do with it. Yeah. It's got to be you. Yeah. And they knows that all the tools to awaken humanity for the Great Awakening was already in it. It's us. It was just a matter of time for us to wake our asses up, yeah, and for them to clear the path, yeah, and Q prepped you all for it. Yeah? That's the whole idea of Q, to prep you for the big one, And this is where we are now, And you're going to find out, Claudio, he's all to do the part of it as well. He's all part of this. He's all
after
part
Q, it was you, Christian.
Yeah, after Q, it was me.
Because people had to get their brains after Q.
Yeah,
stuck on Q.
Q only takes you so far.
Yeah, Q had to sort of get you in that depth without, for everyone to go, hang on a minute, what the fuck? What? And most of what Q was presenting to you wasn't really surprising a lot of you anyway. This is stuff what you subconsciously probably already knew, but didn't really give it much of a thought at that time.
Yeah.
But how Q brought it in and how deep and the faces they used to tell you, yeah, like, preparation, preparation all the way through, Even Claudia, look at it, he's done it the same. Started off with just, the known lands, then the Great Dome, then the other, And remember the time in my flat when I first drew the Great Dome out? I've done that little plinth at the top, and I went, that's another dome. I went, don't worry, that's where I'm from. I went, don't worry about that. We got to get our heads around this bit here first. That bit comes soon. Yeah. And as we started finishing the Great Dome and Raum was taking us all through the other worlds, he brings out the other 7 domes. And one of them, I drew a plinth of it on the top of my chalkboard. And the only reason I've done a plinth of it because I didn't want your brain on that yet. I wanted your brain on air, in air first.
Yep.
Yeah. And the same as how I've tried to keep your brains away from God and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Yes, they have used God and Christ, to explain things within you and that. Yeah. But no, the thing is, the internet, the truth world, and the God world is so stained with the word God. They can't let that go. Yeah. Like they says the gods. Like, you got to think, when I does this video and I explains to you about the membrane and how it started pumping for itself, I'm going to say, like, where's the God bit on this then? Where's the Christ bit? Someone else get your chalkboard and chalk, explain to me where all that stuff comes in. I'll tell you where it comes in. I've told you. Parasites up in their self, making you think that they are like what you call God, like, hierarchy, kings and queens. Yeah, you got to worship us. We was the first. We give you everything you got. No, that has been heavily stained into this world. The word God. Yeah, it's from the word dogma. Yeah, it's all human language. Yeah, we don't worship no one. There's no one to worship. Yeah, you worship your creation. Yeah, because you're creators, you're architects. What you create and what and put into play, you worship that. You'd be grateful and thankful, like, for what you can create, and produce. You're thankful for that. Yeah, and it's not a lot of stuff. Through your experiences in this world, it's probably like, for the stuff they presented you here and what you've built here, you've picked up a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of creation. Yeah, what you'll be able to turn into something good. Yeah, when this is all over and we're all back where we all come from, some of your experiences in here, yeah, what you've seen and what's been created, you'll back engineer that back to positive. Yeah. So, like, we won't leave here empty-handed as such. We'll leave here more aware, more advanced than you'll ever think, because you're going to put everything what you've, like, even stuff what you suffered with in it. Yeah, like what you suffered with in here, you're going to, like, what's the word? Really appreciate. You're going to appreciate more. Yeah. Through suffering, you're going to appreciate a lot more. So again, like, it's that will be all part of healing and things like that. That sort of stuff as well. Appreciating stuff. Thinking back, like what we've just been through, how we suffered. What we lost. Like, and at the end of the day, all we want back, and it, as you all know, we want our memories back. We want to be where we got took from. Yeah, and where some of us came from. And we need to go back. Yeah, that dude's, and I know, I can speak for us all. That's why I always used to say, like, some people go, how do you know? How do you know what we want? How do you know how we feel? Because I can remember. I remember what makes us all at harmony, what makes us all at peace, balanced. I remember. And it ain't a lot. Yeah, there ain't books telling you what you need to do to be at peace. Yeah, there's no instructions because it's all coded in you already. Yeah, And some of them codes have always been with me. Yeah. That's why I've always been able to, from young, look at the TV and go, no, we don't need that. And you need to do it like this. And you need to do it like that. Public will love you more, you know? But everything what I was thinking was never going to happen because that's what everything what's been took away, you know? Look, power. Look, you all know, it's with power, free energy. Yeah. If you've got free energy, you don't need no masters.
Right.
Yeah. They've been harvesting your gas and electric from the ground in the air and selling it to you. You know, that tells you all, doesn't it? It just tells you everything. Full control. If you got control of free energy, yeah, and you can think for yourself, you don't need a master.
Exactly.
Yeah? You don't need a council. You don't need nothing like that. Like what we call councils out there, like you don't bother them, they bother you. Make sure you got everything for your needs. Yeah, they'll be on you all the time. Is everything all right? You got everything? You don't go to them for nothing. Yeah, because they know it's a telepathic thing. Yeah.
Well, you said the parasites, the first thing they go after is the energy grids. They got to control the energy grids.
Yeah,
first.
energy grids straight away. Yeah. Don't forget Fire of London. Civilization's fighting over the energy grids. Most of this world just thinks it was an accident fire what started in a bakery.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. You know, and look how they create wildfires. You'd think that some people would go, hang on a minute, Fire of London.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That went quite far. The plague, you know, all these things, you know.
What? All the houses are burnt down. Why are the trees burnt down?
I mean, ones over there didn't burn, but they did.
They always blame it on a pyromaniac running through the forest.
How come all that lot over there got the plague, but all that lot over there never? Like, what? You know? What the fuck? It's like here, isn't it? It's repeating itself. Wildfires, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Fire of London, the plague.
Yep.
Yeah? You had it before that, and you had it after it, and we're going through it now.
Yep.
Yeah? But only a lot of it's staged. Yeah, because our process is hijacked theirs. Yeah, and then all there is little glitches in between. You know, like I said, they knew they weren't going to be here to fight us to the end. Yeah, so they put their own little methods in there to try and break us through to the end.
Yeah,
I feel like I'll tell you now. I feel like I'm tested most days. I do.
So do we.
Yeah, if I do. You all do, of course you do. But I'm telling you now, most days I think, hang on a minute, am I still being tested down here or what? Like, come on. You know, come on. Please. But, you know, you just got to breathe.
You got to roll with it.
Roll with it, you know, and go, is that all you got?
Yeah.
Is that all you got? Let's do this. Next glitch. Next glitch. Because their pathetic little glitches don't last, well, with me a few days, maybe, a couple days tops. Yeah. And that's on and off, not constant. But these are all little breakages to try and break you all down as we go through towards the end, you know?
And we signed up for this. We signed up for this.
You signed up for this, big time. And I'll talk you all in there, and I'll talk you all into it now.
I knew it was Sibley.
I got a good idea.
Yeah. Leon,
Right,
Leon,
one
go
more
on, sorry.
question,
Go on, Jill, go
before
on, sorry.
Cassandra comes in. Dinosaurs we know are mostly not real, except for the ones they brought in that were fast and ate meat.
Drilled
cleaned
ones.
up. So yeah. So were they actually? Yeah, that was my question, Gary. Are they actually drilled dragons? Not because the custodians and Anunnaki can't create anything. They back engineer.
A vril is a DNA manipulation. Yeah, they are literally created to hijack vessels.
Right.
They
So
did create them.
Yeah, see a vril won't get bigger. It stays exactly the same size, and sometimes a vril is just like a little worm.
Right, but they take over a vessel. So Jill's asking, did they take over a dragon?
No, because the vril DNA comes from the dragon. comes from the dragon. The vril.
Someone's at my door.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it comes.
okay.
It,
So,
came,
so
it
it can
comes
be
from the
in
dragon.
and of itself. Yeah.
Yeah, the dragons are part of the first.
I'm gonna say she
animal
gotta get the
kingdom.
door. Give her a
Dragons are all part of the first animal kingdom. Yeah, like dolphins, whales, octopus, all these sort of things. Yeah, they're all part of the first animal kingdom. Yeah,
Yeah.
like and you know where sea life come from? It get like this is one thing I'm going to explain to you about. Like again, I've explained to it about it before. Like